Alright, today I'm gonna show you 10 different bass patterns for deep house, all focused on pluck bass sounds, short, punchy rhythmic bass lines that really drive the groove. You can use these patterns as inspiration for your own tracks, and I've also included a link to the MIDI files so you can drag them straight into your project and start using them right away. I'll keep this simple. First, I'll show you each pattern. Then, at the end, I'll give you a couple of tips you can apply to your bass tracks to instantly make your bass line more interesting. Let's get straight into it and listen to the bass patterns. Alright, I hope you liked what you heard. Now that you've seen the patterns, here are a few simple tricks you can apply to any of your bass tracks. Tip 1. This bass has 4 tracks, each being an important element for the whole sound. Here's a breakdown of what each track does to the overall bass sound. Track 1 is the main track. It's a Moog subsequent bass preset called Bass 21, and it's slightly modified. It's low, has some distortion, but very basic, but punchy though. Next sound is a mid-sounding wide bass, a simple wide saw sound. The third track is interesting. It's basically making the punchy short bass a little sustained. You see the MIDI notes are a little longer and are not the same pattern as the ones above. The last track is an FX track, adding some interesting sounds to the bass. It's an omnisphere sound. I almost always use omnisphere for these type of sounds. Tip 2. Don't use the same length on all your MIDI notes. Listen to the difference between these two examples on this bass line. I definitely prefer the second version. Also, try nudging some notes slightly off the grid. It adds a bit of swing and movement to what would otherwise feel like a very static groove. Tip 3. Sidechain can really give your bassline an interesting feel and vibe to your groove. Some people say pluck bass should not hit at the same time as the kick because of the volume buildup. But if used with sidechain, it can give a nice groovy feel. Check these two examples. The sidechain is taking away most of the first note, but it comes back slightly just before the next note. And this for me is a prov move right here, adding more movement to the bass track.